Folks, there's just something coming up on their backs, man. Hey, yeah, they be letting you know. You got some notice on. Start handing it to you. Hey, you got game.
Rockets belt Meek or Pistons?
Just pay walk. It's on the Pistons. Hey, if you don't pick your team by 5 seconds, gang, I'm picking the all-time team, brother. If you don't pick your team by 5 seconds, I'm picking the all-time team, brother. I ain't know who was gonna run with them. I would have ran a regular team, but shit, I can't. I know how these niggas be up on this shit, man. I can't chance that shit on my phone now. That's this guy's problem. This guy's problem. That ain't my problem on phone now. Big facts.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the Dallas Mavericks.
Oh my God, it's no whiskey. Dirt. Call his ass dirt. We ain't call him dirt. We call him dirt. No whiskey, man. That's dirt and no whiskey, folks.
Nowitzki gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Nowitzki's got his team on the board to start the game for Dallas.
And for a big man, that ability to space the floor is what makes Nowitzki such a special offensive player.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Here's Doncic following the score by Houston. Inside. Nowitzki, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Dallas's head coach and I did get a chance to talk. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. You add in his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Stop that shit.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And, know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team. And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And some nice passing there by Houston. Out to Thompson. To the paint. Here's Şengün. Just 5 on the clock. And Şengün throws it down.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Going inside. Out to the right wing. Nowitzki outside. Down low. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Harper with the ball. Now defended by Whitmore. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Yep, it counts.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's Doncic. Nowitzki in the post. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Şengün. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Why is Dylan Brooksfield that far down the court, though?
And it's
I'm
rebounded by
trying to
Nashville.
realize why is Dylan Brooksfield doing that.
And here's Harper. He has yet to score. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. And Harper drops them both. 1:24 left in the first quarter. Now Van Vliet. Smith on the wing. To the inside. Here's Green. The 6-footer's good.
Look, I don't care if Green is shooting from outside or in the paint close. This man finds a way.
Outside Harper. Five to shoot. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. Count it. Nowitzki's got 12 points in the game.
And Nowitzki is a lethal scorer. Feels like he can knock down any shot on the court.
Here's Smith. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here's Harper. Nowitzki outside. The three-pointer, no good. Thompson, left side. To the middle. Harper with the steal. 1 second left. Ooh, Dirk Nowitzki has been leading the charge for Dallas. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute.
I ain't gonna never miss a time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
Now here's Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. Kidd with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up.
You know, if you watch NFL, they just paid Josh Allen $330 million to waste.
To the inside.
Well, what is that a contract extension? They extended his contract for $330 million. God damn, is he the most paid? Is he the highest paid quarterback?
You just know what he's
Shit,
gonna do.
that a contract extension?
Pass to Blackman. The kick out to Harper. Upside Kidd.
We got Baby Wemby right here.
Here's Bradley.
Oh, yes.
Gotta be contract extension or X.
Sublime stuff. Guys, absolutely sublime.
Agreed. He's going to start putting on a show now.
That nigga better win him a Super Bowl now.
From our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits.
I
things
will
like that
say
takes
though, they
time.
were supposed to go to the Super Bowl though. The refs sold them the game.
My thing is getting
I ain't
us
gonna
all
say
on
it's the
same
Bills'
page.
fault they lost. They
Not
played
that
well.
far off. Kevin, they
For
sure
sure,
look
for sure.
like they're
Bills
building
played good.
in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up.
I got 110 points on Play Now leaderboard. Mad work.
Yeah,
Upside Kidd.
going crazy.
Dallas moving the ball around. Finley
Stop
can't
playing
get
with
it to
these
go.
niggas, brother.
Right there from THT list niggas play all day.
Another miss by Houston. Dallas leading by 9. Pass to Finley. Here's Kidd. Now here's Bradley. Clock at 4. Doubled by Smith. With 1 on the clock. He uses both hands to slam it
That's
down.
Baby Wemby right there.
There it is, guys. One of those effort.
Sup, now tell me why you almost finished Platinum League.
Definitely making a difference so far today.
Why you almost finished?
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and
Shit,
determination.
I don't know. I
Huge
almost finished
comeback,
this shit,
making a
gang.
statement
It's just going down that way.
Here's
Not
Finley.
because I've been playing with
Following the
tier 3 teams
basket by Fred VanVleet.
a lot. That's why.
Pass to Finley. Lets it go from deep.
You can notice I've been playing with a lot of tier 3 teams.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
And he's good on the 3 ball. Van Vliet.
I've been fucking with the Raptors lately. I've been fucking with
from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always.
Well, yeah, I've been fucking with the Raptors.
And they're moving it up. Kidd with the steal.
I ain't gonna lie, low key fuck with the Spurs.
And here's
I just got on the chick like Friday, rolling on the floor laughing.
You just going that shit like
got 7.
that.
One of those solid shooters.
I low key fucking with the Spurs.
Harper keeping the defense on.
I fuck with Pistons, Spurs, Raptors. Shit, Trailblazers, them for sure.
And Smith with the
Shit. Oh damn, that's why my shooting fucked up. I don't got my presets up on my controller set. I just had to set them bitches real quick.
Inside. Harper.
Like my dead zone. So I play different sets on my controller for different games, bro. I just had to
Here's
switch
Kidd.
that shit up.
Scoreless thus far. Here's Bradley. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
You just appreciate how unselfish Kidd is. Outstanding at sharing the ball and playing for his teammates. And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Kidd up top. Lets it go. And Dallas again with the bucket. Rockets trailed by 9. The shot and game clock separated by 4.
I beat a top 100 with the Rocket and Doc with Clipper.
9 points in the game so far.
Smith with the size
So I know
and
you been playing
to
that
elevate
way.
above the crowd and knock down jumpers when he gets to his spot.
Here's Bradley. Second shot opportunity. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. He hits both from the stripe.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And so it's Dallas.
That nigga Bradley big as hell.
Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return.
Major contest layup for game with Sengun.
Oh, yeah.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2
So
quarters left to go in regulation.
That's all I'm going to say.
Rockets trail by 8. Pass to Smith. Launches a 3.
Good shit, though, bud.
From the field with that miss. A 3 from McGuire. Rebound by Smith. So it's the Rockets now. Here's Thompson. And the rejection by Bradley. Şengün with the ball. Brooks with no one around. Gets the 3.
I don't even know how I greened it, rolling on the floor laughing.
Said you don't know how you greened that shit.
Points in the 3rd quarter for the Rockets. Now, here's Doncic. Here's Mashburn. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Who else could I put in, bro? Put this nigga, man. He's 6'6". 6. Nobody really. Nobody really. These niggas gonna have to keep doing.
Taken 3rd overall in 2022, Smith, instead of trying to take the league by storm, he was looking for ways to fit in within the system. And that's what coaches love about players like him.
Nowitzki with the ball. Now Smith defending. Doncic outside. Pass to Aguirre. Dallas moving it around. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the basket by Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got 14.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hands. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Alperen Şengün is a weapon on the block.
I'm gonna put Mashburn up on the bars, and I'm gonna put
threats in the NBA now.
I'll get Agla up on the
Joel
other
Embiid, Jokic. I don't know how many others there are anymore. Alpie's had
Let's
success
go,
against
man.
pretty much everybody that's guarded him. Kevin, his footwork is indeed high level.
DA totally agree. Great footwork. Moves on moves, I've always said. Smith, no good. Mavericks leading by 8. And here's Harper from the arc. He's rebounded by Şengün. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Rockets. Whitmore up top. Nothing on the board. And that one's good. Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
And here's Harper from the arc. And Nowitzki with the stuff.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Doncic outside. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Whitmore. And
think
Whitmore
he was gonna
throws
turn
it
around, steal
down.
that shit.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Here's Doncic. Oh, explosive move by Doncic.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Brooks. He takes it in, and the shot goes in. Brooks has got 10 points in the game.
And the quickness of Brooks' drive can be overwhelming. Burst inside before the D can react.
Substitution on the court.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Dwyer, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here's Thompson. 5 on the clock. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Here's Shepard. A three-pointer off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Van Vliet.
Bro, my internet be so against me, bro.
One to go with all the content.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet understands how to get defenders.
That shit didn't lag until I tried to shoot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 11 seconds left for the third. Now Doncic. Back to Aguirre. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in
Dude,
just in the nick of time.
Like,
And so it's
not.
down.
We got the game. Steven Adams.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Mavericks leading by 6. Out to the wing. Back to Doncic. Pass to Nowitzki. And it's good off the back rim and in.
A mid-range specialist. All Nowitzki needs is a little wiggle room, and he's going to let it go.
Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the paint. And he goes in for the dunk.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, here is Aguirre. It's up a 3. A shot off that time. Rockets trail by 10. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Back to Adams.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
At the line for one, Jamal Ashburn.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
There's the triple. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets trail by 10. Van Vliet looking around.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Rocket substitution.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Pass to Bradley.
My N-word.
Outside for Kidd. Here's Blackman.
What's up, my boy?
Tries to keep it alive. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
Substitution on the corner.
And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 7. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that
Everything good, fam.
that's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Timeout, Dallas.
Brother.
From our sideline reporter,
What's up, Caesar, my boy? Come man.
Well, over the break, I listened to what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Dallas leading by 7. Pass to Nowitzki. To the left side wing. Dallas moving it around. Doncic with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Now Nowitzki. And here's Harper from the arc. That's good, and it's Nowitzki with the assist.
Poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Here's Mashburn. Off target with his 3. Rockets trailed by 8. From down in the low post, it goes.
And Whitmore, a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Outside, Aguirre. Doncic outside for 3. And Doncic with the triple.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Nowitzki. Pass to Doncic. Here's Mashburn. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Doncic. Down low. Here's Nowitzki. And off the prime, and in it goes. Nowitzki's got the lead up to 12 now for the man. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Second team foul.
That free throw good from Doncic.
At the line for 2, Luka Doncic.
All free throws good from Doncic. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Brooks. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here is Harper. And Cam Whitmore picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. He's off on the second. Here's Houston now. It's a 13-point game. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Defensive foul.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And so it's Houston with it. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Shepard.
Said I don't get no wet. Hold on.
And so they foul intentionally.
Said I don't get no
Not
wet.
sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a break.
Said I don't get no wet.
Dallas calls timeout.
Timeout charge.
We've got 13 seconds left.
You not
to
close
play
game.
in
You
the
lose
fourth.
about like
What's your
16
take, guys?
points.
And they've got this one.
You lose
just
about 16, nigga.
wrapped up.
Also, we've seen some wild finishes in our time. You can't afford to lose focus for just 1 second.
Hey, look, bro. I told you pick your team at the beginning. Or I was going all time, bro. Bro, if I knew that you was playing with. Hey, gang. Check it out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Dallas calls timeout.
Timeout charge to Dallas.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think? We've got 13 seconds left in the game. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
My brother, he back.
Free throw good, Van Vliet.
At the line for two.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. From the wing.
Fred VanVleet.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Houston ball. Fred VanVleet.
The three for Doncic. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A confident win and one where they...
Hey, look, brother. I would have picked the regular team, bro, but niggas be waiting to the last second to pick all time teams, bro. That's why I was trying to talk, but you got your shit muted, gang. GG though.
Fuck that boy, he played that's a dub. Nick is always waiting last second.
You mad? Hey, you mad because he got this shit all the way down and shit, right? Yo, brother. What you got, man? I got K, man. K, I said I got K, bro. Oh my God. I don't play CPUD, gang. You said I what? Gang, what is you saying though, folks? I don't know how niggas do for. I'm not them niggas, gang. I'm not them niggas, gang. On phone them, I'm really like that, what? I ain't
It's
gonna say
Detroit
too much though,
Pistons
man. You gonna turn it
NBA
up.
action. We're in the Motor City where the Pistons are looking to take on a Western Conference opponent. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the
Who are you
sidelines, Hall of
talking about,
Famer
brother?
David Aldridge. And it's Collier missing.
Hey, brother, who is you talking
Over
about?
the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
It's good.
Boy, this guy just finds ways to
Brother
score.
said I'm about to play
Tim
CPU
Hardaway
defense.
Able to finish with contact.
Here's Collier. Knocks it out to Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
That nigga tall as hell.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Out to Harris. Cunningham outside. Back to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Collins. Here's Sexton. Rejected by Harris.
And using his long arms there to his advantage.
Duck on his
Opponents
ass.
be mindful of Harris's defensive capabilities.
Now here's Collins. Shoots from the high post. Rebounded by Hardaway.
The defense there got away with a major collapse.
And here's Harris from the arc. Detroit, no good that time.
Yeah, we ain't missing them both.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
From deep, Collins drains the three-pointer.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be.
Can't be missing them though, gang. We must know when to win. What's dumbass shit? Who said I'm running plays? So I'm fixing my defense. So what you talking about? You said what? How don't I know how to play basketball? For what do that mean?
It's a pass and wastes no time in releasing it. And his athleticism is really off the charts. Love seeing Thompson punch it home like that.
What that mean?
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here.
I
to
did
make it a
what 4
3-point
times,
play.
bro? What are you talking about?
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the game.
You said LT Tobias Harris. What do that mean?
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
4-point game.
Okay. What this?
To the inside. A nice shot by Harris.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives
No, I
them
ain't do-
that inside
No, I ain't do that.
edge they're looking for.
Now
I
here's
didn't though,
Markkanen.
but shit, I just did it when you just said you just told me to do that shit.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg.
So they don't do that in the
seems to get
NBA?
better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double.
All right, what about that? Is that better for you, gang?
Especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
I'm just saying, I want you to play. I want to play how you want me to play. So you won't say I'm weak and none of that shit. I want you to say I'm raw as hell. I'm like that.
Another miss by Utah.
I want you to say I'm raw as hell and I'm like that.
Even the best do on occasion.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And he had all of us at the table quivering. What a move by Cade.
Collier.
I mean, don't he score 40 points a night in real life?
Collier's got 6.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Pass to Stewart.
Alright, I'm gonna give your ass 50 with him then, right here. Hardaway, I'm gonna give you 50 with Hardaway then.
Duren a screen. Just 5 on the clock.
I'm gonna give you 50 with him then. It's however you want it, gang. Cause I want you, at the end of the day, I want you to say, Meek is nice, he's really like that.
I'm sure he thinks
That's why I
it's
want to
a
come out your
clean
mouth.
ball, but looks like it was on the way down.
Utah trailing here. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Tobias Harris, over the course of his career, has played a lot at both forward positions. He says, I'm comfortable playing both of them. I'm not big on the position thing. I'm versatile. Kevin, he's just a basketball player and a very, very good one.
I would agree, David. I know you like him. We like him as well. A very skilled one at that. Thank you very much. Now, here's Schroeder. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Can't cash in from the high post.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy
Sorry.
can't make them pay for their laziness.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Schroeder. Over George. Rebounded by Clarkson.
Good defense.
Right side George.
Someone lose trying to wet.
That time from Duran.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. I mean, the number of points they
Nigga, I'm going. This how I play, nigga. This is how I play.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Pistons lead by 1.
I'm gonna play like how you play and beat you that way. So you can say, Meek, you nice. You really like that.
And it's been a pretty
Those are the words I want to come out your mouth by the end of this game. Meek, you nice. You really like that.
Think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just pushing the opposition in the paint.
2 points. That one goes. Schroeder's got his second bucket.
Look at that.
You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big
you gonna say, Meek, you nice. You really like that. That's what I want to hear come out your mouth.
It's striking to me how has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
Said I was gonna play CPU defense. I'm locking you right now.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I'm not doing splits with Tobias Harris. I'm cooking you. I'm step backing.
You just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
That one good for
that's
2.
That's a good take. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sabah's got his first basket.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism,
that's computer to get a bucket right there.
Can do almost anything.
And Greg, for long
that was the 3-point line, gang. I didn't throw no oop from right here, gang. I wasn't right here when I threw no oop. I was at
hard-working town. And those teams did have great talent, led by Isaiah Thomas, but it was their physical, intimidating style.
I mean, I ain't throw that bitch from half court.
The bad boys.
Here's Clarkson after the made shot from Dennis Schroeder.
He cut by himself.
And it's denied. Thompson right side. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Jazz trailed by 9. Down low. That's good by Sensabaugh. Sensabaug's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, outstanding pass and it's a great dunk.
Hell yeah.
Let it free.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And he's good on the 3 ball.
You said it's number 1 what?
Clarkson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Oh, it is.
Here's Schroeder. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, I don't know who did that shit.
Clarkson, he brings it up for Utah. They trail
I ain't doing no shit like that.
Sexton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Sexton showing that he's more than just a jump shooter. Very comfortable on the interior against size.
They always play football.
Pull from the top of the key. Filipowski grabs the board. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up.
Really like that, bro.
There's only so much you can take away, and you want to try to stop Jordan Clarkson on the drive so he gets the
What he jumping to them niggas for, though, bro?
George with the ball. Now,
oh, I did not know.
Schroeder. Now, Here's George. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Pass to Beasley. Pistons passing it around. Here's Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
At least you know
Taking
that.
back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk
Got a baby on him. What he supposed to do? I ain't gonna dunk no. I'm gonna lay it up with him then. On phone, I'm gonna lay it up with him.
Almost entirely new group here.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it up with him now. I ain't even gonna dunk. Even if I'm wide open at the rim, I'm gonna lay up.
On the wing, Markkanen. Rebounded by Hardaway. Now the Pistons with it. Out left to the wing. Stolen by Collins.
Do it if you want to. I'll send that shit, boy.
And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
Anytime you get points in transition, you are thrilled. You can see the speed of Sexton on display.
Here's Thompson.
We gonna lay up for you. We gonna lay up for you. On front of we gonna lay up for you, gang. We gonna lay up.
Thompson's got 8 points in the quarter.
How about the burst in that first step, just right to the rim?
Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Missed inside. The Pistons lead it. Now here is Harris. Back to Cunningham. Stewart with it. Cunningham left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2
I
at
should have
the
laid
free
it
throw
up,
line.
bro.
And you know what? You allow
Highlight
to get
play.
right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And so Cunningham nails both of them.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Show me something.
What a performance for Asar Thompson. He has been the story for the Pistons. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Here's Cunningham. To the wing right side. The shot by Stewart with no one around. From outside, off the mark. From the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. And Kevin, no doubt, other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. We thank you for your report.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham, a talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Pistons leading by 4.
Yeah.
Outside Hardaway. Fires top of the key. Utah with the rebound.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Now, if I want to dunk, I would have dunked.
Outside, Sexton. Back to Kessler. That one goes
I just told you that I ain't gonna dunk no more, though, folks. You said I dunk too much.
In this sort of a grinded out game.
And the Pistons with possession. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody at the rim. Wow.
There's no question, Kevin. Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Utah. Harris outside. Outside Hardaway. Inside. Here's Cunningham. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Cunningham's got 7 points for the quarter.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch.
No, I'm playing how you want me to play, gang.
Now, here's Cunningham.
I'm playing how you want me to play, gang.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Harris. Here he goes. And slam dunk by Harris.
And you supposed to dunk my bed, bro. And you supposed to dunk my bed, bro.
Agility. Harris able to explode for the slam.
Man, I was shooting again.
For the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Pass to Collins. He goes big with the dunk right over Isaiah.
I got you, boy. I'm saying exactly how you.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Now here's Cunningham, and they pick up 2. And that's 15.
What else you want me to do, bro? What else I gotta prove to you that I can do, gang?
He just gives you great effort, and he continues.
What else do I gotta prove to you that I can do, gang?
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Hardaway over Sexton. Hardaway, no good. Doris, when you think of the Utah,
I'm gonna make sure I step back with everybody in the.
In a very competitive Western Conference.
Well,
I'm gonna step back with everybody in my starting lineup, gang. I'm gonna hit a step back with everybody in the starting lineup, gang.
You get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take.
I don't want that 2 points right there. You gonna complain?
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Thompson driving to the basket. Pass to Stewart. Another shot.
I don't want the 2 points. It's too easy. Look, it's free. I still don't want it.
And here's Harris from the arc. Kessler with the rebound.
It's free. I still don't want it.
Jazz trailed by 4. The open look here for Sexton. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Stewart.
You want to throw with him, then, folks?
Hits the
want to throw with him?
Stewart's
what's wrong with that basket? That's defense too. What I ain't doing right now.
Are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Here's Harris. Rebounded by the Jazz. To the paint. Back to Sexton. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Asar Thompson. It's his first trip to the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. George looking around to tie it up. Duran pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The shot from 20 feet away. Kicks it out to Beasley. Tries the spin move. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Clock at 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Jazz trailed by 3. And George, here we go. Out to Clarkson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
And he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 2.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And the basket by Potter. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Now, this is Beasley's game, right? The ability to know when to shoot it off the catch.
They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Ball. Substitution on the floor.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Outside Williams. Off target from three-point range. Now Schroeder. George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the floor.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. The Pistons leading. Here's Cunningham. Over to the left wing. Here's Stewart. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Hardaway. After the basket by Utah. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Harris. Here's Hardaway. Defended by Sexton. 6 to shoot. For 3, Harris. Good on the three-point shot. And the Pistons lead by 5.
Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And Thompson slams it home.
So fast of foot, on the run is here. Tough kick.
Outside for Sexton. The Jazz working the ball around now. Drills the three-pointer.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Now, here's Markkanen. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Back to Kessler. Hardaway with the steal. Here's Cunningham. Out to Hardaway. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler with it. Pass to Collier. Kicks it out to Collins. It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone's pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Now, here's Cunningham. Good!
Oh, that is big time by a big-time player. Cunningham loves the moment.
Here's Collier. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Spins. Pass to Cunningham. Shot from the wing. Collins grabs the miss.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look.
And I'll play how you wanted me to play. Now say you nice right now. Say nigga you nice. Say nigga you nice.
These are those games that feel so great to win, and really it's like a knife in the...
I'll play how he wanted me to play. I ain't even kill him like I could have killed him if I wanted to. Say I'm nice.
What's your record this season, Meek?
Oh. 110 and 40, but you know I lagged out hella games, bro. You know I lagged out like shit. Most of them bitches don't. For them. I lagged out hella them games, bro. Most of them games lagged out. I ain't really lose my motherfucking 40 games. For them. Them bitches lag outs. Still scoring. Hey, brother, who you picking, brother? You got them boys.
Go old time. He gon' do it.
Nah, he ain't do it. He righteous. I ain't gonna lie, he righteous. Phone him, he righteous. Respect to this nigga, man.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Now here's Quickly. Outside Barnes. Now here's Quickly. Ooh,
He off balling. Uh-oh. This nigga all balling.
NGL scoring nice AFW it.
You say he nice as fuck with it.
In the perfect spot to set up the
Shit, I see off ball if you ask me. That shit don't look nice to me.
Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look
Can Raptors compete with Tier 2 teams?
I think obviously you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to
get
the
can.
spots you want to on the floor to deliver the pass.
They can for sure.
Angle. But maybe
if you know how to play with them.
You have to have a desire to make your teammates better.
Here's Harris. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Harris a screen. Harris on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Kicks it out to Cunningham.
That nigga off-ball talk shit ain't nice.
Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Get those long
exactly, bro. What you talking about? That shit ain't nice at all.
Clock at 4. Pass to Stewart. And finished off by Stewart.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Grant, would you say the Raptors are in the process of starting over?
You know, I certainly don't think that's the wrong thing to call it, B.A. Coaching changes, some big trades. They're shuffling things around and trying to start building something new. That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Cunningham has the open look. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Niggas know all the offense movement, then get too off-balling the add shit ass to me.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Play defense how you play offense.
And it's good. First mate shot in 4 attempts.
On ball, shit.
Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Duck that shit though.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Down low. Here's Boucher. Good D by Harris. And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Rebound Toronto. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic.
That's me.
I asked him what's the key to slowing down Cade Cunningham. Coach said, quote, not letting him get clean looks inside the arc. Cade is a terrific mid-range shooter and a solid finisher inside, so we just have to get a hand in his face on every shot. Limiting his production could be the difference in this game.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical, makes that finish look easy.
On real player layup below.
So easy for him.
Well, I need a breathe up on this shit.
Called by Darko Rajakovic. A moment to rest and confer on the game.
I need time to scheme my defense.
I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Yeah.
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
No, I'm really gonna keep Grady up on Cade for now. You gotta show me that Grady can't guard Cade.
it's both teams making substitutions here. Toronto trailing. Here's Shed. Outside Barrett. Outside Dick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and over Hardaway. Dick with a miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Cunningham outside. Duran the screen. It's Cunningham with a drive. Hurdle with some nice D.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, wow. Get out the way, Greg. Come on. Get out the way. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Thompson, no good on the free throw. The 3 is up. Dick with a miss. And here's Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Cunningham. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Gets it off. And that does it for the first quarter.
Yeah, I'm all ball this nigga back. I ain't gonna lie.
They lead by 4.
I'm all ball
and
this
the
nigga.
Second.
The Pistons, 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far.
You get the ball back at the quarter,
guys,
so
on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
there ain't no long ball.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the
and then he
defense to
backdoor
adjust.
cutting too, though, bro.
Here in the game. Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like
what
that.
icon is that?
And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Cunningham, left side. Duran, the screen. Powerful take from Cunningham.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Quickly. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Emmanuel Quickly is a combo guard who impacts both sides of the ball, Doris.
There's no question about it. He's a floor spacer. He can create for himself or his teammates. And defensively, longer than you think and very mobile. An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Cunningham. Here's Duran. Lays it up and banks it in.
You have to put a body on Duran. He's quick, he's athletic, and he has that 7'5" wingspan.
Back to Barnes. Pass to Barrett. Stolen by Thompson. And they're running. Cunningham looking it over. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Quickly. Back to Boucher. Knocks down the 18-footer.
Well, you got to get to that in-between game sometimes. Chris Boucher getting to that mid-range jumper.
Outside Hardaway. Cunningham with the ball. 10 points for him. Here's the floater. It's good. He's 6 for 12 from the floor.
Cutting apart the defense on the drive. Cunningham's skilled at getting to the cup.
Pass to Boucher. Back to Quickly. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Here's Duren. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Chris Boucher.
Yeah, just so active. I love the passion Duren brings to this game, and the skill set, too, is developing.
And he makes both free throws. And it's 6-10. Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
To the inside.
Got it back.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Now Barrett. Defended by Thompson. Barrett can't hit.
But I can't score though,
Here's
bro.
The Pistons with the ball.
It's off ball and shit,
They're
bro.
on a 14-4 run. To the wing, right side. Cunningham outside. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
Oh,
and he'll be shooting his first free throw.
These niggas can't guard these niggas, bro.
And the technical free throw missing that time.
Like with Brandon Ingram in the lineup, bro, this should have made a big ass
Can you
difference,
say total
bro.
package? Cunningham,
They really
the
need that
prototype
nigga though,
guard
bro.
these
They'd be
days.
nice as hell with him.
Inside. Here's Thompson. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Duren. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Duren's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, Duren becoming more comfortable with this shooting game.
Let this nigga have this shit, bro.
Possession. Detroit on D.
Number 5, Emmanuel Quickly.
35 seconds left in the second. Outside Barrett. Boucher on the screen. And it's Barrett with the 3. Barrett's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. To the middle. Here's Thompson. Hardaway on the wing. No points so far. Here's Duren. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
They're going to work
every
inside.
time.
I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Pass to Barnes. Back to Quickly. With 1 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we've reached halftime in this one. Pistons ahead. Up by 15. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
We gonna drop this bitch by 10 by the fourth quarter. Shit, I'm leaving
We'll
this
see
shit.
if
Had
things
this
play
shit,
out a little
bro.
more evenly in the second. Detroit leading by 15. They swipe it. Toronto
Right, she
shooting
can
their
do
third
that.
and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
First team foul.
The first free. throw's good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stores.
Well, think about it, B.A. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber. Almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
And the dunk by Duren.
Yeah, just too strong right there. Duren is so good at fighting through contact on the way up.
This will be his third free throw of the game. The three from quickly. Duren with a rebound. And here's Detroit. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The Raptors are still developing. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, we're focusing on offensive execution and player development. It's about what we need to do night in and night out, regardless of the opponent. As we grow, we'll teach more schemes for opponent preparation. BA step by step.
Yeah, it's a process, Allie. Thank you.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe
it's the wrong team to stop backdoor pass, though.
The takeoff. Boucher outside.
He's so ass to me.
He's so fucking garbage.
Here's Dick. Driving inside. Pass to Boucher. Comes up empty down low. Detroit leading by 17. And here's Hardaway. Back to Thompson. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Now Duren. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
I know what to do for him, though. I know what to do.
And Barnes
I
has
know
got
exactly
the ball
what to
here
do.
for the Toronto Raptors. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch.
I know what I'm about to do.
They could really use a basket.
How about Scotty Barnes getting that jumper off the bounce so quickly the defense can't get there in time?
Duren, the screen. Pass to Cunningham. And play stops.
He just off-balling the shit-so ass bull.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Dick. Pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
They got to figure this nigga out.
Wow, shake the building with that finish, Scotty Barnes. My goodness.
You know, Grant, an underrated area of improvement for Scotty Barnes has been his defense.
You're spot on, BA. I mean, we've seen an elevated intensity from him on that end. Finding more denials, attacking the ball, really proving himself as an effective stopper.
Now quickly. Back to Dick. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Barrett can't hit. The Pistons lead by 13. To the paint. Here's Stewart. Outside Hardaway. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And he shows. The focus there. Nails the tee. And playing for his next contract, Tim Hardaway Jr. is motivated to get it going, Doris.
Well, B.A., his best skill is obviously that three-point shooting. When he's near 40%, the impact he can have on your ability to score is tremendous. The floor spacing he provides is critical.
Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
The The free throw drops for Duren. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Raptors trail by 15. Outside Barnes. Outside Barrett. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. Barrett's got 6.
Now, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
They double team Thompson. To the inside. Out to Beasley. Beyond the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Beasley's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, he saw the pass coming, and Beasley was shot ready on the catch.
The 3 from Quickly. And the Raptors, another 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot.
Inside. Duren with the bucket.
He don't have no defense up on this nigga, bro.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Walter. Back to Boucher. Left side Barnes. It's Barrett on the wing. Here's Boucher for 3. And no good. And so it's the Detroit
This is the wrong team for this shit, bro. That's all. Bro. This is just the wrong team to be doing this shit with, bro. At least Pacers, at least. Yeah, Pacers.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game.
I would have been killing his show with the Pacers. Remember this nigga name, though.
Here's Shed. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Like, this nigga got an A- on the paint defense, bro.
There's the double team and Quickly. Pass to Thompson. Stewart outside. 3 on the clock. From deep. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. Down by 12. Tries from 6 feet. Here's Boucher for 3. Thompson pulls it in. Now here's Cunningham. Down low. Here's Duren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 14. Quickly drives in. Outside for Boucher. Off target from 3-point range.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. The defense there doing
if I had a different team, I'd definitely beat him, though.
And a chance to catch up on some
Till
numbers
2, though,
here.
I'd kill him until 2, until 1, though.
Detroit.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
These niggas just say nothing.
For any defender, creative and assertive,
They supposed to
scoring the
be.
ball.
Right wing. Back to Cunningham. Beasley for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
We know Mr. Beasley wants to drain it from distance, especially if you give him any kind of space.
Pass to Barnes. To the inside. The shot by Pirtle, no good. The Pistons lead by 15. Here's Thompson. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Using the best tire 3-team FR.
To the paint. Out to Beasley. Takes a 3. And the Pistons, another 3.
The shooting button.
This guy
Yeah, he's
knows how
shooting,
to
but
shoot the
he
basketball.
backdoor cutting and off ball. But like, just look how he play, folks.
To the middle. Here's Barrett.
Look how
And
this
he was
nigga play
fouled
though,
while in the
folks.
act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I remember this
And
nigga
he
though.
can't get the first one.
Oh, bro, I remember this nigga.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
I think one of the things I most admire about R.J. Barrett's game, he can do a little bit of
Paces
everything.
and shut this shit
Score
down,
it,
folks.
board it, pass it at a high level. This young man can play the game.
He just won't be able to play like this with the Pacers game against the
Raptors trail
Pacers,
by
folks.
18. Here's quickly. Takes it inside.
Shit like that, why
Thompson
England
with
need
the
to be
block.
up in the lineup, folks.
What you love about Thompson is his first.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna get his ass again. Hold on, I'm gonna get him again. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna get him again. Hold on, I'm gonna get him again. I'm gonna get his ass again. I'm gonna get him again sooner or later. Phone now. Oh, I thought I got his ass again right now. But no, I ain't get him again. Pick your team, for if you ain't got your team, pick back. All right, cool. Like Jalen Duran just couldn't stick. I mean, that nigga, whatever dude name is, Boucher couldn't stick Duran, folks. Like that's what killed us, folks. Like if that nigga was able to hold that nigga Duran, like even if I would have had them, if I just had a team with a good ass big man, I would have been decent. Like them for that team, like Pistons, like, oh my God, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
Man, he lame.
What the
This
fuck,
what
bro?
everyone on now?
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much that's what everybody on now.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline.
And he backdoor
It's the
cut.
Toronto Raptors taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
They gotta take all time off this shit FR.
Because he is just too gifted a shooter.
Active quickly.
Or have its own mode.
Just 5 on the clock. Barnes the screen. Dick.
And he off ball.
The rebound by Kevin Love.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Pass to Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Town.
Stop
And
shit,
Butler
bro.
just taking that motion
Stop
right
it. Need
through
to be getting them a
contact.
good big man too, bro. He could trade them.
Here's Barnes.
She could do that to him.
And he jams it right over Kevin
She could do that to him.
Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
If he could do that to him, that shit might just change the whole trajectory of the game.
Into his bag of tricks there.
Kevin Love showing you he's got a little vert getting up to the rim.
Barnes looking around. Pass to Boucher. Bounces high off the rim and...
And I don't know, it's like with the Like with the freelancers, bro. Like, hold on. I want to try some of this game. Coach just said it. I want to put that on you right quick.
That's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Inside, here's Butler. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Now the combo of
so
strength,
my plays and shit, they
from
do
Butler,
shit.
that's going to help him on the inside.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. In the corner, it's Boucher. Off target with his three. And stolen by Barnes.
Shit.
Dick wide open. Good on the triple.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite three-point shot.
Pass to Sprewell. Down low. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Barnes. Snatched away.
Outside
Butler.
The last thing Jimmy Butler's afraid of is a little contact.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
No one near Boucher as he lets it go. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And quickly, not just a scorer, he's also solid at finding teammates.
Here's Sprewell. Left side, Towns. Money from the wing. Towns has got his second bucket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Now here's Barnes. Launches it. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Minnesota leading by 4. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach. So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Now here's Butler. He has 6. From the arc. And it's Sprewell missing. Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Barnes. Barrett wide open. He fires. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
RJ right there moving without the basketball, and that helps him to get to an open spot on the floor. That creates the rhythm.
The kick out to Towns. Sprewell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Barrett. Here's Walter. Now Boucher fires the 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 3.
That nigga shoot ugly as hell.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Pass to quickly. In the corner, it's Boucher. Just 4 to shoot. Raptors need to get a shot up. Here's Barnes. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
That shit was supposed to be a buck.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 3-point lead. The kick out to Towns. Now here's Love. And he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 6 points.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Toronto's shooting their first free throw this game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Barnes outside. In the corner, it's Boucher. That three off the mark.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Pass to Butler. Love looking around to the paint. And the dunk by Towns.
Man, stop sparing the guy. Start going tire 1 and 2.
Get the easy ones.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Barnes with it. In the corner, it's Boucher. His three-pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into...
I hate that nigga jump shot, though. That nigga got like a B+. That nigga just missing.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And that one's good. Barnes has got his second basket.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Towns.
Dang, jump.
Towns throws it down.
I don't jump at all.
I know coaches do as well.
Niggas fault. I'll tell you what it is, when they see that shit next to my name, then they see my record. Like, I at least wish, like, I wish that niggas couldn't see your record, bro.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Boy, tough.
The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. Holmgren wide open. No good on
Bull and gone give you a gamu.
had to wait a year for, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander connects from three-point range.
Revenge. Alexander coming right back for 3 of his own.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
And now they decide to... foul intentional.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And here's Brunson outside. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Towns. Anunoby outside. Down low. Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
$40 or double and give it to the next person.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Wiggins. Holmgren with it. Wiggins with it. Brunson covering. Just 5 to shoot. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Williams throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Now, here's Hart. Still yet to score. To the paint. Towns with the bucket.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of his scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Anunoby. That one, no good. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And Anunoby, here we go. With some arc. And the rejection by Holmgren. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And here's Brunson outside. Wiggins.
Dog walk mouth o face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, playing smart, the other one playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
And so it's Oklahoma City ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Pass to Robinson. Back to McBride. Lets it go. Thunder with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Outside Williams. It's over Payne. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
The sweet lefty stroke of Jalen Brunson.
Really quick release there from Brunson. Let that one go in a hurry.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
New York moving the ball around. Out to Bridges. Brunson outside. Hart with it. Dort covering. They set the screen. On deep, Brunson. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 7. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Williams. He has 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander is such a tough cover, especially at his size.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Here's Towns. Anunoby outside. There's the screen. Brunson with a clean look. And the Knicks hit again from deep. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set. And there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Mikal Bridges. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Pass to Hart. Bridges deciding where to go with it. From deep, Brunson. Rebound by Williams. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
There's a minute 34 left now here in the second. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Shot clock at 5. Here's Williams. He takes it in. It's blocked. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
I ain't trying to do all that, folks.
On the game, they give me more hell than Boston.
I'm trying to do all that sweaty shit and all that. I ain't got time for it. Yeah, that shit.
Fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
Here's Payne. Crafty move. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Thank you.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
What you mean? I was waiting for the pass, gang. I knew you was gonna pass it to me. I played the pass lane, bro. What you do like that? I played the pass lane, bro. I played the pass lane, gang.
Making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's Payne.
I'm on ball, bro, but I played the pass lane, though, gang.
Back to Robinson. Shoots over Holmgren. Now here's Hart. To end the cold streak. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this.
That's the end of the first half with the score. The Knicks 24. The Thunder 30.
That shit ain't going nowhere, though, boy.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge.
But you was the same nigga clicking off at the beginning. That's why I did that. Because you was clicking off. When you start the game, every time I pass the ball to the paint, you ball call Anthony Townsend. You pick and roll. So what's the point?
Knicks trailed by 6. Brunson outside. Some nice passing by New York here. Inside.
What is that, though?
For Bridges, he gets it there.
Electric. Bridges getting the fans on their
feet. You munching on me.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So, with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes
in our
of a
park,
lot
my
of
boy.
people to what he was
You over there
capable
trying to do
of
step
as a
backs
point
and
guard
shit
in
with
the
tying
league.
through training on the
But
shit.
trust
That's
me,
my
Jalen
park, my
Brunson
boy.
has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Dort misses. To the middle. Here's Anunoby.
It's not, but shit, you got a team full of people with a perimeter defense. Like, you got the, you know.
Hart was licking his chops when he saw his man wide open.
To the paint. Here's Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
It's a great
Take him out the game and I'll do something different. Take him out the game and I'll do something different.
Well, just ripping through
All
right
right,
there
dude.
as he finds the
What's
open
that?
spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Out to Bridges. Towns the screen. 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Dort. Williams looking over the floor. Clock at 6. Towns with the steal. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Oh, he really broke up that transition
Good
opportunity.
foul.
Looks like it'll be a transition tape foul. The Thunder shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
In that 2018 draft, you think about those names, Doncic, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Boy, that's a lot to begin with.
Now, here's Holmgren. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Stolen by Brunson. Hart with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make
Nah,
some
we would have
adjustments
did if
to
we
the
would have
game
went a
plan.
different tier team though. You wouldn't have a perimeter defense. It would have been different. You said what, babe?
So both teams making some changes here. The Thunder with the lead. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Williams with a clean look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got 5 now.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And he's got the answer. Brunson issues his response.
Solid response from Brunson. I love how competitive this guy is.
Out left to the wing. Down low. Here's Jang. Knicks with the rebound.
Unless you're yours. Unless you bought
Pass
me
to
too.
Brunson. Now Robinson.
Yeah.
Out to Bridges. Wants to get it to Robinson and does. Rebound by Williams. On offense, here are the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11 points. Shots good by Williams.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. Make that pass in his sleep.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Pass to Holmgren. Hands it from downtown. He's got 12.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Jang with the ball. Brunson picks him up. Here's Holmgren. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 7-point Thunder lead.
I'm sorry, gang, but this just got done to me all last game, though, so I gotta just return the third to
every night he plays.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Brunson outside. And Holmgren pulls it down. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
I got it.
Let's see the best move.